Estádio Nacional de Brasília Mane Garrincha, also known as Estádio Nacional Mané Garrincha, Estádio Nacional de Brasília, Arena Mane Garrincha or simply Mane Garrincha, is a football stadium and arena multipurpose Brazil, located in Brasilia in Federal District. The stadium is one of several structures that comprise the Poliesportivo Ayrton Senna Complex, which also includes the Nilson Gymnasium and Nelson Piquet International Autodrome, among others. Opened in 1974, the stadium had a total capacity of 45,200 people. After the reconstruction of 2010 and Euro 2013, the capacity was increased to 72,788 people, making it the second largest stadium in Brazil and one of the largest in South America, second only to Maracanã. It was re-inaugurated on May 18, 2013 following renovations completed in preparation for the 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup and 2014 FIFA World Cup. The original architect was Ícaro de Castro Mello. The project was completed at a cost of $900 million, against an original budget of $300 million, making the stadium the second most expensive football stadium in the world after England's Wembley Stadium. Estádio Nacional Mané Garrincha is owned by the Department of Sports, Physical Education and Recreation of Distrito Federal. The name is a homage to the football legend Mane Garrincha, who won the 1958 and 1962 World Cup with the Brazil national team. History: in 1974, the works on Estádio Mané Garrincha were completed. It was built when Garrincha was approximately 40 years old. The inaugural match was played on March 10 of that year, when Corinthians beat CEUB 2-1. The first goal of the stadium was scored by Corinthians' Vaguinho. On March 2, 1996 he received the last concert of the legendary Brazilian band Mamonas Assassinas. After it the group suffered an airplane accident which left no survivors. The stadium's attendance record currently stands at 51,200. Set on December 20, 1998 when Gama beat Londrina 3-0 at the 1998 ZAR Copyright Rugby final, which gave Gama its first national trophy and consequent promotion to ZAR Copyright Rugby in 1999. On December 8, 2007, the final of the first edition of the Copa do Brasil de Futebol Feminino, won by Mato Grosso do Sul SAD, was hosted at Estádio Mané Garrincha. Brazil won the first game since the reopening of the stadium 3-0 against Japan on June 15, 2013, in the 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup. Chronology: 1970s, March 10, 1975 official inauguration of the stadium named after Governor Helium Prats da Silveira, who attended with the first football game of stadium, between the Corinthians and the CEUB, resulting in the favor of Corinthians with the score of 2-1. 1980s, decade of 1980 the stadium Governor Helium Prats da Silveira is renamed to Mane Garrincha Stadium. June 18, 1988 the band Urban Legion performs the first show of an artist on stadium, in what became to be known as one of the more troubled episodes in the career of the group. 2000s. July 18, 2007 the Governor, José Roberto Arruda announces that the reconstruction of the stadium should be begun in 2007 and completed in 2009. The intentions are that the new stadium would become the largest stadium in America and one of the largest in the world, with approximately 100,000 seats. February 18, 2009 public hearing reveals new information about the reconstruction of the stadium, including the prediction of the beginning of works July 2009. May 18, 2009 Governor Arruda presents the CBF changes in the design of the stadium. May 31, 2009 FIFA announces the 12 cities to host the 2014 World Cup. Brasilia appears in the list. 2010s. February 26, 2010 the bidding to reconstruct the stadium is cancelled by the Court of Auditors of the Federal District. May 5, 2010 is started dismantling the Mane Garrincha Stadium to give space to its reconstruction. July 7, 2010 the consortium formed by builders and track engineering wins the bid to reform the stadium. December 13, 2010 works the stage follow for the step of foundations. May 15, 2011. After two unsuccessful attempts to demolish the still-standing the Mane Garrincha Stadium, consortium decided to continue with mechanical demolition. October 6, 2011. FIFA confirms Brasilia as host city of the opening of the Confederations Cup. February 8, 2012. With construction of the pillars running, works reach 50% completion. August 28, 2012. With 72% of the work completed, Mane Garrincha concludes ring of pillars of the structure. September 28, 2012. 76% of work is completed after finalization of the bleachers. October 4, 2012. Socopa DF confirms that all the chairs of the stadium will be red. October 29, 2012. The GDF, through the Secretariat of Social Communication of the Federal District, announces that the stadium is 81% completed. November 27, 2012. Beside the new stages of Manaus, Curitiba and Natal, Brasilia is a candidate to receive games of state championships of Rio de Janeiro and São Paulo. December 11, 2012. With 84% of completed works, stage continues in the process of installing the cover. January 7, 2013. Finalized the process of lifting cables of coverage, works reach 87% completion. February 20, 2013. Starts the installation of membrane to cover the stage. March 26, 2013. The last module of the coverage of the stadium is installed. Works reach 94% completion. April 5, 2013. GDF discloses note reaffirming that the official name of the arena will not be changed to National Stadium of Brasilia due to a supposed requirement of FIFA. April 15, 2013. The inauguration of the stadium is postponed to May 18 due to delays in the installation of turf. April 27, 2013. The first rolls of grass come to the stadium. April 30, 2013. Planting the lawn of the stadium is completed. May 18, 2013. With presence of President Dilma Rousseff, in addition to the Governor of Federal District Agnello Queiroz and several other national and local authorities, the stadium is officially reopened. In the afternoon there was the opening match for the championship final Brasiliense Candanga Poundo, between Brasilia and Brazilians, which resulted in the victory of the Brazilians by 3-0. May 26, 2013 is the second and last event test before the 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup. The stadium received the opening match of the Brazilian Championship between Santos and Flamengo, which eventually resulted in a score of 0-0, but broke the record for the public stage and fundraising throughout the history of Brazil. June 15, 2013. The stadium received the opening of 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup, and the first game of the championship, Brazil 3 vs 0 Japan, with goals of Neymar, Paulinho and Jar. The game broke the stadium's attendance record for the public stage. More than 67,000 fans attended. June 15, 2014. The stadium received the first game at the headquarters Brasilia of 2014 FIFA World Cup, Switzerland 2 vs 1 Ecuador. Concerts, Menudo, the group Puerto Rican presented at the stadium in 1985. Legia Poundo Urbana, the band Brazilians made an official presentation at the stadium in June 1988. There were many unforeseen and confusion with the public. Than 50,000 people, including homemade bombs that were thrown towards the stage, precipitating the end of the show. Hundreds of young people were hospitalized and many decided to publicly burn discs of Legião Urbana. Because of this incident, the band never performed in their hometown. Aha, the Norwegian group presented at the stadium in 1991. Information Society, on tour in Brazil, after the success in Rock in Rio, of 1991, the group of synth-pop American presented in that same year on stage. Mamonas Assassinas, the quintet Guerrilhos held at the stage the last presentation of their career on March 2, 1996. After the show, they went to the airport and boarded the plane with prefix PTLSD, which crashed into the Serra da Cantareira at 23:16 the same day, killing all its crew, leaving Brazil in mourning for a week. Lenny Kravitz, singer and guitarist American, if presented in the stadium in his first tour in Brazil. Lenny Kravitz, who was in the tour of the disc Baptism, touched at the stage to March 19, 2005. RBD, 2006, The band show Mexican City RBD Tour Brazil 2006 took about 25,000 fans to Mane Garrincha Stadium. Iron Maiden, since coming to Brazil for the first time, the first Rock in Rio in January 1985, the English band of heavy metal never presented at the federal capital. In the touring world somewhere back in time, the group realized the dream of fans Brazilians is ringing for 25,000 people in the stadium on March 20, 2009, in its 8th tour in Brazil. Black Eyed Peas, in October 22, 2010, the group American landed in the city for a show in the parking lot of the stadium, Tour the END World Tour. About 12,000 people attended. The Pop Music Festival 2011 at the Festival Pop, organized by singer Shakira, brought this and also the artists Train, Chimarazza, P.T., Ziggy Marley and Fatboy Slim for a show in the parking lot of the stadium, March 17, 2011. However, due to an unusual temporal, which fell on the city, the show was rebooked for March 24, this time relying on the presence of Shakira, Train and Chimarazza. Approximately 15,000 people attended the event, at day 24. Renato Russo, the stadium hosted in June 29, 2013 the show Renato Russo Symphonic, in tribute to the singer and leader of the rock band Urban Legion, who died in 1996. The event was a hologram of the singer in the song for some time, and had the participation of other artists such as Loba Poundo, Zalia Duncan, Louisa Worklessness, ZK Interview Worklessness, Sandra Zar and Avit Sangalo have been confirmed, among others. Beyoncé, the singer American made the first international show of the new National Stadium Mane Garrincha on September 17, 2013 for an audience of about 30,000 people. The show was part of their tour the Mrs. Carter Show World Tour. Aerosmith, the US band made a presentation at the stadium on the day October 23, 2013 as part of its World Tour Global Warming Tour. About 25,000 people were present. Circuit Banco do Brasil, the Step Brasilia Festival took place in the parking lot of the stadium on the day December 7, 2013. At the festival there were presentations from artists such as Stevie Wonder, Jason Mraz, Avit Sangalo have been confirmed, among others. 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup. 2014 FIFA World Cup. The Mane Garrincha Stadium was demolished in 2010 to give way to a new stadium with a capacity of 72,788 fans and in order to reach the requirements for the 2014 World Cup, which will be held in Brazil. The stadium was renamed in early 2010 to the Estádio Nacional Mané Garrincha and the construction began in April of the same year. The reconstruction involves dismantling the lower tier and retaining the upper tier into the new rectangular bowl, and reducing the size of the playing field so that the stadium can be a football-specific stadium. The stadium will also host some games in the football tournament of the 2016 Summer Olympics to be held in Rio de Janeiro. 2016 Summer Olympics. Urban improvement. The government of the Federal District has proposed several works of improvement for the central zone of Brasilia after the reconstruction of the stadium, the additional cost of $360 million, with completion scheduled for 2015, among them, underground tunnel linking the Coro Club and the City Park Donia Sara Kibic. Underground tunnel linking the National Stadium Mane Garrincha and Convention Center Ulysses Guimarães, improvement in visual communication of the entire multisports complex Ayrton Senna, new substation of Energy Company of Brasilia. Line 2 of Tramway of Brasilia. Jumper between tracks W4 North-South and W5 North-South. Urban project of Bell Marks, between the interventions planned in the central area of Brasilia, near the National Stadium Mane Garrincha, is the implementation of urban project of Roberto Bell Marks, which provides for an improvement in landscaping between the road pilot plan, and the TV Tower of Brasilia through the construction of water mirrors, bike paths, sidewalks, gardens and benches. References, Enciclopedia Copyright Dia do Futebol Brasileiro, Volume 2 Euro Lance, Rio de Janeiro, Arita Editorial SA, 2001. External links, official website, Templos do Futebol.